Hello, hello. Today's January 17th, 2023. And today I am coming from Encore Win in Las Vegas. And the word of the day is wealth. And it's interesting on this day, I am here in Las Vegas, and these words that I share with you on a daily basis are basically words that I downloaded within a few days that came to me, and I have no idea what tomorrow's word is. And so the words are new to me just as they're new to you. And so this was definitely divine revelation, if you will, for me. Not only that, I didn't book this hotel. So I had no idea until 2 days ago because I've been busy with my own life. And the reason why I'm prefacing all of this is because this hotel has some of the wealthiest brands all in one hotel at the Wynn. So all the luxury brands are at this hotel. But that's not, to me, that's physical wealth. But what I want to actually emphasize what wealth means to me, and I wonder what wealth means to you. And, in the past, it's not like I'm downing physical wealth because I feel that we are worthy and good enough to have all the wealth in the world that we desire. But the number one wealth, or how do I want to say this? What I want to say is we can have it all. We don't have to compromise material wealth, for example, for mental wealth, for emotional wealth, for social wealth. And what I realized through traveling, what is so important to me is social wealth and social connection. I feel that that is a foundation for me. And I didn't always feel that way because honestly, like I've been able to manifest physical wealth, if you will. And that's all beautiful. I'm not taking away from that in any way. And I will continue to manifest material wealth. But what I realized is when I traveled to Turkey, I experienced so much social wealth that when I returned to the United States, I realized like it didn't have that much importance to me. And that what I valued was social wealth, me being able to connect with others and be understood, and them understanding me, and being able to philosophize on different topics without anybody getting upset. But even if you did get upset, it was like you could get over it. And there was a social community that I truly enjoy. And ever since then, I've been wanting to go back to Turkey because I feel such a connection and oneness there. And that's part of like why I started this group, was to hopefully find my people and make that connection, and hopefully it could turn into a community, because it's not complete if you don't have social wealth. It means nothing. And in fact, like I thought I was going to say something different, and I'm coming on so late today because today was a day of travel. And so I traveled from Reno, Nevada to Vegas, and we flew all day, like not all day, but we flew, and then we had to catch a cab and check in and yada, yada, yada. Right. And the day went, and I actually went to the spa and I got like an 80-minute massage. and I had a meeting earlier today. So it's been a pretty eventful day. But before the day got away from me, I wanted to come and check in and give you the word of the day and keep my word that I would show up daily and give you the word of the day. And it's hard for me to say that because it's like being committed for 365 days is something new to me. And I'm just so thankful that I've been able to show up for the past 17 days. I've grown so much. So this is not only for you, it's also for me. Like I'm growing, and as I hope you are too, and you're benefiting from these videos. But ultimately, because I do them and I'm committed to them, I'm growing on a daily basis. And I feel like, so what I wanted to say was social wealth. Like there's been a lot of research done on diseases and mental health and just so much around our health, like depression and lack of connection, suicide, heart disease. And a lot of it comes from social poverty, if you will, and not feeling connected to people and not having a community and not being of service. And by doing these, not only does it help me make connections, but it does a lot of things, like I get to share my story and share where I'm going. And also, hopefully, you're connecting with my message and getting something out of it. And plus, I'm moving through the work as well and learning what's most important to me because it's not like we ever arrive. Our growth is infinite and eternal, and there's no end to this. And my intention, as long as I'm alive, that I do this work. And not specifically word of the day, but basically consciousness work, awakening, and personal growth, basically, and evolution. And so I think that like being around people who understand you and you understand them and you feel a connection and it's genuine and it's honest and you feel like you're growing and it's just lively and you have a good time and you just feel satisfied in your soul. And that's what I found when I went to Turkey. And I feel like at this point, I'm getting signs to move to Los Angeles. And like I read signs. So, like, and I'm starting to pay attention to these once again. I used to like be very in tune with them, and I decided to shut them out because I got into my ego and now I'm back into my spirit and the universe will speak to me. God will speak to me through different people, through different events. And I'm getting words like I'm thinking like I'm starting to think that I'm supposed to move to Los Angeles. But when I came from Turkey in October, I felt I think that's the date. I don't quote me on the dates because like I'm really bad with dates and time. I'm starting to get better, but anyways, it was like in 2022 and I wanted to leave right away. Like I got back, I didn't care like all the assets that I have here. It was like Turkey's not quote unquote a wealthy country. Like some parts of it are, and some people are like really get paid like $300 a month. So, but the quality of the relationships is gold. And I wanted to go back, but due to relationships in my life, they asked me to not leave until January. Well, here's January, and I'm still here, and now I'm getting Los Angeles. And so I guess what I'm wanting to say about wealth is you can have all the things, but if you don't have all the things from within and you don't feel joyful around the people that are around you and it's hard and it's a struggle, like that's something to become aware of. And to be honest with you, I never felt, when people used to say it feels like home, I've never felt like that my entire life. I've always felt nowhere felt like home. But when I went to Turkey, I felt like I was home. I felt a flow. I felt connection. I felt like I was understood and I understood other people. And there was like this social unity and love that, I mean, words can not explain how I felt, but hopefully you can feel my energy and it's coming through. And here I am at like one of the wealthiest hotels, if you will, in Las Vegas. And, I was downstairs after I got out of my massage. And, I'm excited because like I saved my Christmas shopping for Vegas. And so I'm excited to go shopping. But it's like not, no matter how much money you have and how glamorous and how luxurious life is, without human connection and without community, it's incomplete. So, of course, there's mental wealth and emotional wealth. But my focus today was on social wealth. That's what was coming through me the most. And that's what I felt like I wanted to share on. And to be conscious of when I'm not receiving that, or when you're not receiving that, like you're not receiving what you want from relationships in your life, and how to nurture yourself enough and love yourself enough to be around people who see you for who you are, see your true self, like your light, and see your beauty and your innocence and your truth, and be conscious of people who don't take you for as you are coming across, because I guess skeptics. And I didn't feel like that in Turkey, but recently I've felt like that, and it totally didn't make me feel good. It made me feel like, what it made me feel like is I wanted to come on this live and share with you what I had to say and how important to be socially supported by people that you choose to have in your life. It could be friends, family, people that you hire as your psychologist. If you have a psychologist, I don't have one, but I had one years ago, like, before I got my psych degree. And coaches, people, surround yourself with people who you feel understood around, and you understand them, and it's just clear and it's possible. I never thought it was possible because I had never experienced those kind of relationships. But after my travel to Turkey, I realized that there's a world outside of where I have lived that does give me the social wealth that I'm looking for and that I want to be a part of. So my invitation to you is maybe travel if you're not socially satisfied. Seek out other relationships and be around people who make you feel like your true self, like make you want to shine and be a better version of yourself, and nurture those relationships, love on those relationships, and build those relationships, because those relationships not only give you like social wealth and connection, but they give you mental health, they give you emotional health, they give you spiritual health, and they give you the financial wealth. So if I were to say like the best way to become wealthy for me, it has not been through financial wealth. It's been through social wealth, experiencing that level and quality of relationships and friendships in my life to build from that place to mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and material wealth. Because we can have it all. We don't have to compromise one for the other. I feel like that's lack thinking and poverty thinking. And that is not what I want out of my life. My intention is to have it all, to have the social wealth, the emotional health, the mental health, the spiritual wealth, and the physical health. So I know I kind of rambled on and on about this, but I hope I got my point across. It's kind of getting late here, so I hope you're having a good evening, and I hope this message receives you receive this message well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.